Smith has it. Knicks down 3. Should the Bulls foul? No. Anthony for 3. Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied. We'll reset down by 2. Mike Woodson not calling timeout.
And I like that move.
In the hands of Anthony. Anthony for 3. Puts it in! Knicks by 1 with 8.2 remaining.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another post-game live stream. What a game that was. Like, I almost dropped dead when, PJ Washington made the 3, but thank God his foot was on the line, A whole Kevin Durant happened there. Like Walt Frazier said, it was like, I bet PJ Washington wishes he was like a size 13 right now. And this was just a very frustrating game to watch. I knew it wasn't going to be an easy game, though, entering, because they went on to defeat the Atlanta Hawks. And despite them having injuries, this is still a very competitive basketball team. But defensively, by both teams, but specifically by the New York Knicks, disgusting. It was so bad on the defense side of the basketball. I love the way we started off offensively. From the very start, Jalen Brunson was amazing and put this team on his back. The ball movement was really great. I love what Mitchell Robinson provided at the beginning of this game. And what a game by Mitchell Robinson. I'm going to be bringing guys my live reaction when it comes to the box score. I know Jalen Brunson, he had a career high in assist. He was amazing distributing the basketball. A key bucket after key bucket. He was so freaking clutch in this game. And I've never seen this. It's so sad that I've never seen a point guard for the New York Knicks, because I'm a younger fan. Yes, the game's going crazy. It's out of control. We're playing bad defense. We're not getting stops. The other players aren't stepping up. But Brunson just looked cool as a cucumber out there, like he was with the Dallas Mavericks in the playoffs, or in his Dallas Mavericks days. He was like, sorry, guys, just calm down. I'm going to get a bucket for us, or I'm going to just make a key play distributing the ball. How about that one play at the end of the game? The double team was at him. I've never seen someone for the New York Knicks deal with a double team this well. Double team thrown at him on the left wing, splits the double team, and just so effortlessly finds Mitchell Robinson inside. It was so amazing. But Mitchell Robinson ended up finishing with 6 blocks in this game. We did a good job finding him in the interior. I thought he was pretty good on the boards tonight as well. Mitchell Robinson continues to be a very good defensive player for us. What's going on? MH is in the chat. Yeah, Book Knight was one of the main reasons they're in this game as well. Reggie, what's going on, man? I hope all is well. Thoughts on Randall? Yeah, we're gonna be getting into Randall. I appreciate that, MH. Yeah, we've allowed dribble penetration. We allow dribble penetration way too easy in this basketball game. But we were up a decent amount of points. You could say, we were up a decent amount of points, the majority of this game, because when they did take that lead, because they took the lead a couple times, throughout this game. One time it was like, oh my gosh, we may lose this thing. And then there was one moment in the fourth quarter when, the whole take foul rule changed and all that. Julius Randle committed it. They got a free throw, and then they got a bucket in the interior. And then they ended up taking a lead during that time as well. But there was a moment we're rolling. I'm like, I like how we're playing offensively. The defense is crap. But then we commit 2 stupid fouls. I don't know if Evan Fournier just forgot about the rule. Oh yeah, I was just intentionally trying to foul him, because, you can't take foul anymore. You can't just intentionally foul, because now they're going to get a free throw and a brand new possession. And that really hurt us. The stupid fouls, just folding, not being able to close out. I believe they made 7 or 8 3-pointers in that first quarter. It was really disgusting. We know PJ Washington, what he's capable of doing against us. And I was really afraid what Terry Rozier would have done to us if he was healthy in this game. What's going on, Daniel? I hope all is well. But someone that was really good for us after we committed stupid fouls, they were able to get some possessions and cut this lead down, was Obi Toppin came in the game. Back-to-back threes. Obi Toppin had some huge threes in this game. Quickly at some moments that was really frustrating passing the ball, but he actually got some nice buckets in the first half to give us some momentum coming off the bench. I love this bench. This bench plays with so much grit and just so much tenacity. It's amazing. Isaiah Hartenstein sometimes is going to commit stupid fouls, even though I thought a couple of those fouls, or one of the fouls, wasn't really on him at all. This dude just continues to play so hard and play his ass off. He had a couple of nice blocks in this game. He just hustles. I just love Isaiah Hartenstein's game. I just think that's an amazing signing. What was it, 2 years, 16 million? I think that's extremely great value. How about Cam Reddish? Cam Reddish, he obviously missed a huge three when it came to down the stretch in the game. But one of the best plays in the game was when Cam Reddish knocked, like, if it wasn't for Cam Reddish knocking the ball off of Kelly Oubre's leg at the end of the game, there's a big chance we wouldn't have gotten momentum and won that game, because that's when the Hornets were starting to cook, because then Kelly Oubre got frustrated. He got a technical foul, he yelled at the refs, which resulted in free throws for Jalen Brunson. So that was a huge turning point and a great heads-up play by Cam Reddish. But yeah, the defense was absolutely disgusting. We're getting beat backdoor like a million times by Gordon Hayward. And I'm happy for Dennis Smith Jr., obviously former Knick Dennis Smith Jr. You could say his confidence kind of wavered or kind of fell off the charts, the Luka Doncic situation, or just the way he was playing with Luka. But him being booed by the Knicks fans obviously wasn't playing well. We're going to boo you when you don't play well. But he looked calm out there. Like, I got to give credit to Dennis Smith Jr. He played one hell of a game. He had some solid big shots down the stretch. Obviously, he missed a huge free throw, but he distributed the ball well. I believe he finished with 11 assists. Like, I'm happy for Dennis Smith Jr. I don't have anything against the guy at all. And you could tell he's taking his craft very serious. But I really thought we were going to kind of put this game away when it seemed like we kind of made adjustments on PJ Washington when he got big buckets, Kelly Oubre, but the defense was just so bad and just giving up offensive rebounds sometimes or not boxing out. If it wasn't for Jalen Brunson, we lose this game, because Randall, I don't think statistically he had a crazy good game or anything like that. He had one moment that really pissed me off down the stretch. I know RJ wasn't hitting his threes at all. He was 0 for 5 in this game, but there was one play Jalen Brunson drove, right? I mean, Julius Randle drove. RJ was wide open. You still got to trust your teammates in the situation. Maybe he would have missed, but instead he settled for that fadeaway. I'm like, all right, Randle, that's a shot you would have taken last year. You have to trust your teammates in that situation. For whatever reason, Randle could be good through 3 quarters of basketball, but just missed big shots down the stretch. But gotta give credit to Randle. When he missed that layup, he responded. And, like, obviously before that, he had a huge offensive rebound, put it up and in. But at the very end of the game, when it came to overtime, he had a nice drive, work down the lane, and layup. And I think that has to do with Jalen Brunson, the leadership. It's just contagious. Seeing Jalen Brunson get big buckets maybe rubbed off on Julius Randle a little bit. I still thought Randle played his heart out. I thought this overall team played their heart out. Like, Jalen Brunson just saved her ass, like, time after time. Like, that one possession, RJ 3 missed, got his own rebound. I'm like, oh yeah, RJ's gonna finish that. He misses a point blank layup, but it doesn't matter. Like, we get a very nice stop, even though RJ, I thought, had some solid defense down the stretch, because he started off really bad on defense. Jalen Brunson takes over. I don't care. I'm getting a bucket. Just the fadeaways, the student hits, the sidestep threes, the step back threes, his ability to cover so much ground. Jalen Brunson's such a game changer for this team. Unbelievable. I actually touched on Dennis Smith Jr. a little bit. I thought he played with some heart, Chris Vertical. I actually did that. I thought he played with a lot of heart. Yeah, we'll see how the rotation is when LaMelo Ball comes back. But honestly, Brunson was just too much for the Hornets tonight. But we got to do a better job when it comes to just situational basketball. We came out victorious, but that game was just extremely, extremely scary. Yeah, Brunson is a stud. He's a beast. But those take fouls, those kind of like swung the momentum of this game a lot. Like, at the beginning of the game, when we were up, like, was it double digits or 8 or 9 points, but then they got free throw in a brand new possession, and then that happened at the end of the game when Randle committed a foul. Do you guys like that rule change? Because I know Walt Frazier and Mike Breen really like it. We definitely got to do a better job taking care of the basketball. We have to be a lot more aware. Like, there was a moment RJ Barrett stepped out of bounds. RJ Barrett seemed careless, kind of dropped it out of bounds. And then Derrick Rose stepped out of bounds in one instance as well. Yeah, we definitely need to do a better job taking care of the basketball. We definitely do. But there was one sequence that was just, yeah, so scary. Randle had the fadeaway, RJ was open, and then right after that, PJ Washington hit a huge three, and then they're up 3 points in the fourth quarter. And then after that, Mitch goaltend. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I've seen this shit so many times versus the Hornets. I swear we have such bad luck against the Hornets down the stretch. I think of the Devontae Graham 3 like at the top of my head, like Frank Ntilikina like wasn't on the right assignment or something, or miscommunication. Like I feel like we always have bad luck versus the Hornets. If it's Terry Rozier as well hitting big time shots, but I have to give credit to RJ when it came to his free throws though. When RJ got fouled, he drove to the basket. Should have been an and one. We had so many in and outs in this game. RJ knocked down his free throws in that instance. And then when they intentionally fouled RJ at the end of the game, he knocked down his free throws. But gosh, he needs to do a better job finishing at the basket. That pissed me off. But I'm not gonna lie. At the throughout this game, at least in the first half, we stop treating I know it seems like we don't treat RJ like he's a top 2 option, and I'm not the coach. Maybe we aren't. But can we stop placing RJ in the corner like he's Ray Allen with the Heat? Like, especially when his three's not falling, how's that gonna benefit him? Have him move without the ball a little more. Yo, my man Jay's in the house. How you doing, man? Yeah, Dennis Smith Jr. definitely took that game personal. Yo, buzzer beater, I really appreciate the super chat, man. I don't want to hear that JB is not worth the money. Definitely looks like he's having a huge impact. And I don't want to hear people like, yes, we should have took care of business earlier in this game. It shouldn't have come down to that. But this Hornets team fights. They beat the Atlanta Hawks before us. They beat the Atlanta Hawks. They're a competitive group, and they were 2-1 as well. Like I talked about them in my game preview. Don't take this team lightly. Don't. I thought their team was going to be better defensively because they have Steve Clifford, but we outscored them. Yeah, that's new for the Knicks, especially under Tom Thibodeau. Yeah, it's just whoever's going to get key buckets down the stretch was going to win this game. But what was your guys' reaction when PJ Washington just his foot was on the line? And did you think it was a 3 initially? Us being Knicks fans, probably. But then the other play, gosh, the Hornets played bad situational basketball when it came down to overtime. They had it outside on the perimeter. PJ Washington, Gordon Hayward were playing catch. Gordon Hayward worked down the lane. It was just I don't know if it slipped out of his hands, but he actually got a decent look. We finally got a point guard, man. We finally got a point guard. This is the best point guard I've ever seen as a Knicks fan. Because I'm a younger Knicks fan, obviously. But if you haven't already, smash the like button. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I'll probably be going live as well on OBS too, because my webcam will be even better quality. Because on StreamYard, I have the subscription right now that it's only 720p. Because it's ridiculous. 1080p is so much money. StreamYard's just ridiculous when it comes to the prices. And I had to buy an adapter so I can have my microphone now with my laptop. You knew it was not a 3. Yeah, we have a tough game next, MH. We play the Bucks next. I wonder if that's at the Garden. I'm gonna have to check. But just Brunson literally put this team on his back. He really did. Because no one else stepped up consistently. Evan Fournier fouled out. As much as we hate on Fournier, we actually rely on him a lot when it comes to his 3-pointers down the stretch. Randall missed a point-blank shot, even though he had a huge offensive rebound. And I actually thought RJ had some solid defensive possessions down the stretch, especially one on Kelly Oubre. But just no one was consistently getting buckets. Cam Reddish missed an open 3. RJ missed an open 3 when it came to opening of overtime. But Brunson was like, I'm going to work. And how many assists did Brunson have? I wanted to share this with you guys and share with you guys my live reaction to this box score here. All right. Let's go to Knicks, and then we can go to the Hornets. All right, Julius Randle, 7 for 19. He wasn't efficient. I'm not going to lie. I thought he took some questionable shots in this game. So most of his shots, I feel like he missed were down the stretch. But he had 17 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. He only had 1 turnover. If this was Julius Randle of the past of last season, though, down the stretch, he would have continuously dribbled the ball even more and had more turnovers. But 1 turnover, that's really good for him. Mitchell Robinson, 9 points. He had 6 blocks, 8 rebounds. One hell of a game for Mitch. And Mitch had a huge block when it came to that. Was it overtime or the fourth quarter? No, I think it was overtime. We blocked it. And then they had another possession, or one possession really pissed me off. When we had a key defensive stop, and then Julius Randle tried to save it from out of bounds, under the Hornets basket. I'm like, you just don't do that. You learned that in elementary school. I didn't really understand that at all. Yo, why is it popping up weird? Yo, I really appreciate that, Jay. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. Means a lot. It's just not popping up as a super chat. It's being weird. But thank you, Jay. I really appreciate that. Thank you. But Yeah, I don't know why he tried to save it there in that situation. That was really weird. Evan Fournier, he continued to shoot the ball. He has confidence. There was one shot that was like he tried to like push it up in the air weird. But Fournier, I didn't think played that bad. He had some solid defensive moments, to be honest, in this game. Obviously not gonna be perfect because he's having Fournier on D, but Jalen Brunson, though, oh my, in 41 minutes, he was a warrior, and the efficiency is so beautiful. Obviously, he was the most efficient finisher in the league last season, but 10 for 15 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 13 assists, 27 points, 1 block, 3 turnovers. RJ Barrett 9 for 21, 0 of 5 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Hey, his free throws are improving at least. 8 rebounds, 22 points, 4 turnovers. Yeah, 4 turnovers were bad, 1 assist, 1 block. He actually had a pretty huge block at the end, but Obi Toppin came in, splashed threes in this game. He actually has underrated vision when you watch him play. Reddish played 25 minutes, still got quality minutes out there on the floor. I thought he did some dirty work. He had a costly turnover, though. He had a huge turnover, but then he also had a key defensive play, which caused Kelly Oubre to get frustrated. Like, if you really watch the games and you don't just look at the stats, like, that defensive play by Reddish really affected and helped the game a lot. Him stripping Oubre and it bounced off of him, and he got frustrated. So that was actually a very key play. Let's see, Derrick Rose. I thought he was pretty underrated in this game. This is Derrick Rose. 12 minutes. He had 12 points, 2 assists, 5 of 7 from the field, and they're the quietest 12 points because we're just used to it from him. Isaiah Hartenstein, 8 points, 4 of 5. I thought everyone kind of contributed in this game. It wasn't pretty for every player, but I thought every player played their hearts out. I thought every player did. It's in Milwaukee. It's going to be I'm scared of our defense in that game, honestly. Yeah, I feel like it was just all about confidence with him, and it seems like he has confidence now, but we'll see what happens when LaMelo comes back for the Hornets. Let's see what else. Scroll up on this chat here. I want to catch up on these with you guys. Because I was like talking about the game, just rambling. See, like these are like when it's I'll do this when it's like crazy games like this. That's when I'll do like emergency live streams. So whenever it's a crazy overtime fourth quarter or we beat a really good team, goes down the wire, expect me to go live. Don't count on post notifications. Just tune in. If it's like some game maybe we're supposed to win, then don't tune in. But I'm gonna try to go live more because I like interacting with you guys. But yeah, I went over RJ's stats with you, man. But Daniel Barry, how you doing, man? I hope all's well. Yeah, 10 for 15 from the floor. He was clutch as shit, bro. He was so clutch. I couldn't believe it, like having a point guard hit big shots like that. It made key plays passing the ball. When I saw that play of him finding Mitch, I was like, jeez. Yo, Mitch actually, yeah, he had that. And we actually saw something kind of different from Mitch when he had that very close range kind of shot, like push shot. It was kind of awkward looking, but let's see. When I read down the Hornets, PJ Washington, I hate this man. He always plays freaking well when we play him. Like he just kills us. Plumlee, his key bucket, when he had a key bucket that gave him a lead, the lead for the first time when we intentionally fouled them, which resulted in like obviously the take foul. Like now you get a possession and the free throw and all that. They knocked down the free throw and then they found Plumlee inside, which gave them the first lead since like 40 something to 40 a while ago. Kelly Oubre I thought played pretty well in this game. Dennis Smith Jr. did miss a huge free throw. McDaniels, I thought he played pretty damn well. This whole team shot it very well from three, I felt like. But both these teams played atrocious defensively. Book Knight probably had his best game of the season. Teo Maladon, he played sturdy. He played very solid. It just looks like he's always like under control. Yeah, I give credit to this Hornets group. They play hard. No LaMelo Ball, no Terry Rozier, no Cody Martin, and they played this well offensively at least. They fought their hearts out. But both of these teams, yeah, 49%, 53%. They took 2 more shots than us. Both actually shot not that bad from 3. Yo, no, this is what I love, MH. we got a point guard that's willing to pass, but also shoot. Like, shoot in big moments. Awesome buzzer beater. I hope he goes off, man. I hope he has a good season and progresses, dude. That finishing needs to get better. It looked like his defense started to get better in that fourth quarter, but oh my gosh, just not just RJ though. Like, our overall team needs to get better defensively, but he looked lost a lot. But I'm rooting for him, man. He's a Knick. Anyone that's a Knick, I'm rooting for. You guys know I'm really tough on Randall, but I give credit to Randall this year. I'm not gonna just hate on a player to hate on a player. He had some bad moments down the stretch, Randall, and then he had a key offensive rebound, put it up and in, key drive as well in overtime. Yeah, and that's what Steve Clifford is. He holds these guys accountable, so he might get the most out of Book Night. Yeah, this is one of the things though that I love. Brunson's not just one of the most efficient players on the Knicks. Like, he's gonna be one of the most efficient players in basketball because he was so efficient even with the Mavericks. Like, this is what he is. Like Brunson's a beast. Randall did enough. We know what Randall is when he plays hard. Yeah, I never saw Derek Harper. I never saw Stephon Marbury, so I know about their highlights. I know about their history, but I don't know their true impact. But it's still very early though. But Brunson's looked very damn good. Yo, what's going on, the new Knicks? Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you, dude. I hope all is well. Thank you. But great win. It was ugly, but got it done. Our offense is elite, but can we fix our defense? Because whenever we have a high-scoring game like tonight, I have a heart attack. Yeah, we definitely do need to fix the defense, and the thing with our defense, I don't think it's an easy fix, like, get Fournier out of the lineup, but that'll definitely help because Fournier's kind of a turnstile, even though he has some solid team defensive moments, but RJ needs to be better. Brunson tries. I actually think Brunson's been better than advertised defensively. It's just sometimes with mismatches, he's going to get taken advantage of. Mitch has been fine. I think Randall's been fine, in my opinion. And that's why I'm just hoping Reddish develops very well. He's a starter one day for us. Or it's Grimes, because we could just count on Grimes defensively. That's what I love about Grimes. I just know if we throw Grimes to the Wolves as a starter, he's going to do at least decent at worst. And anything more than that is awesome. Like, because Grimes is a competitor, he's mentally tough. And someone brought up, I wonder if Grimes' injury, like, does he just have a sore foot? Is it worse than that? I really wonder that. I hope it's not worse than that because someone brought up, I forgot who it was a Reese Rolex. I hope he doesn't low-key have plantar fasciitis. I really hope not. I really hope it does. It's not that. Show your Knicks love and support. Smash a like button and run that up for our Knick fam. Knicks for life. Yo, I really appreciate the new Knicks. I really appreciate that. Make sure you sub up my man, the new Knicks, and show him love. 13 assists. That's a career high too. I didn't know that was the career high, by the way, entering that game. Like, I wasn't aware of his career high when it came to assists, but like, we didn't see this version of, like, I watched Brunson with the Mavericks. Like, I knew what he's capable of with the hesitations, but we didn't see it consistently, like, play after play or kind of back-to-back possessions or every other play, like with the Mavericks because of Luka there. I'm not saying he would have been or he's as good as Luka now or anything like that, but it's different with him being that lead guard. I'm right there with you, MH. I'm right there with you. I'm gonna wait and see how the season plays out. You know, I was really frustrated last season with RJ, even the second year when he gets off to these bad starts. But if RJ has good games, it's gonna help the team even more. That's the thing. People are like, it's okay, he's getting off to bad starts. Like, no, it's gonna benefit our team even more if he plays well at the beginning of the season, so we don't have to wait for him to play catch up, that type of thing. But yeah, he needs to learn how to balance the shot with the pass. What do you have? 1 assist last game, and he had 1 assist again tonight. Honeymoon phase may be over, but RJ doesn't shy away from the moment. He had big free throws. He also missed huge threes, but he had some key defensive plays as well. Um, But that Bucks game, that Bucks game's gonna be scary. Let's see who had the first. I think it was Buzzer Beater that had the first comment. I like reading every comment. Oh, MH was the first comment. He said W. That game shouldn't have gone that bad. Our defense should have been significantly better in regulation. The game was closer than it should have been. Actually, I'm not gonna say it should have it was closer than it should have been because at the end of the day, Knicks showed up to play bad defense. So that's actually the result. It was gonna be regardless tonight. If you don't come to play, you don't come to play on that side of the ball, and the Knicks didn't. So I hate to say it, but that's just how it was gonna turn out probably tonight. And it just seems like we don't play defense ever against the Hornets. Why is it? I feel like that's always the result. Like 100, like just process that. 134 to 131. Holy shit, that's a lot of points. The human experience says amazing game by Brunson and Randall, becoming concerned with RJ's inefficiency. I thought Randall played pretty well. I wouldn't say he was amazing. Brunson was amazing. But see, this is the thing with RJ. Like I know it's early, right? And it's like he'll get it together. Like even when he got it together last season, though, he was still an inconsistent finisher. He's still one of the most or the worst finisher in the league last season. Like he's gonna get it together. Like he will. But it's just like to what ceiling? That's the next step for this Knicks team. RJ playing well to raise the ceiling of this team. Because if RJ doesn't end up progressing to at least just better than last season, I'm not asking him to average 20, like average like 19 on good efficiency. Be a smarter player. That's what I'm asking. Obviously, you want him to be an all-star, though, as a third overall pick. But it's just like, you have to make the shots at the basket. Like, athleticism has nothing to do with it. He's missing point-blank shots. He just has a lack of touch. That's why I joked around on Twitter, like, oh my God, I'm so excited he made that push shot. You know that little push shot he does? He never makes that, but he made it tonight once. So I was like, let's go. Sugar Ray Richardson. I've seen his highlights. I'm obsessed with watching highlights of older Knicks players. Once we get the defense under our thumb, we are at least a fifth seed. Yeah, I wonder how this team's going to look when it comes to defense at its best. It's just like, I wonder how much better this defense is going to get, you know? It's going to come down to RJ. I think Randall's fine right now. Mitch is fine right now. We're going to have to make a decision if it's just the thing with Tibbs, Fournier. I just can't see him being moved out of the lineup under Tibbs. But that's just the only position that's realistically going to have to be changed in order for the defense to get better. But we're at least a fifth seed. Yeah, he's a weird player when it comes to his athleticism and the way he moves. He's kind of like stiff, you know. He just doesn't play very above the rim in the half court setting. In transition, we see his head above the rim, but it's just like, I don't know, he's just a weird athlete. He really is. He's not like shifty or anything like that or have any wiggle, something like that. It's so weird because you don't want to limit a player, but it's just like when you watch him, his stiffness, I'm like, what's his ceiling going to be as a shot creator? Is he ever going to shoot off the dribble? He's such a lack of wiggle and just the way he moves. It's just, is it going to limit his ceiling as an offensive player? That type of thing. And does he get enough elevation on his jumper to get to that level? Yeah, I just said that. I don't know if you're in there. Grimes might have. Was it you that said who's going to have plantar fasciitis on one of my videos? But it's just reddish opportunity right now. But hopefully he's all right. It just, I don't think the Knicks want to put something out there to the media. Like, how does a guy of his size and strength have a hard time finishing at the rim? I don't know. Is it the little details? Maybe I'm overthinking it, but is it the way he uses the backboard? Does he put too much on it? Because those are the misses when he misses at the basket. It just seems like there's always too much on it. It's never like it's short. It's like puts too much on it. I don't know. And he needs to do a better job posting up as well. I know he had that one post up, but it just looks like he struggles to post up. Let's see. Be more Corey. Appreciate you, man. Grimes would significantly change the entire dynamic of the starting lineup. Fournier's pretty much dead weight at this point. I'm thinking the same as you, but it's like to Tibbs, is he? That's the main thing. I haven't noticed that. Yo, like I know everyone's gonna take a look at the stats when it comes to Mitch, but if you truly watch Mitch like since his rookie year, just as how raw he was, like he's still raw in some areas, but you see the progression truly if you watched him since his rookie year. Like he could barely catch a ball his rookie year. Like it was really, really bad to that point. He still had solid moments, but from the eyeball test, definitely looks better. Yeah, I think RJ will be alright too, but it's like, should we be saying that with like again, it's early, but should we be saying that with someone in his fourth year in the league though? Listen, Brunson played efficient against the tough teams in the West, left his score in the playoff against beat beat the tough team in Utah, beat a tougher game in Phoenix, and lost the championship. I know what you meant. But yeah, he steps up in big games. He does. When he runs, I'm interested to see what he's going to look like against. See, I think Milwaukee's going to be a great test. How he's going to do up against that length, because that's when he struggled against Golden State. So how's he going to do up against a Drew Holiday? I think that's going to be a true test for Jalen Brunson even more. And there should no longer be any patience for RJ. Got a massive extension. I'm right there with you. The honeymoon phase is over. He has to step up. I'm the only. It's not even an excuse. Just the only thing. Maybe he is just a third option on this team right now because he's being treated like one. He's just placed in the corner like he's Miami Heat Ray Allen. But yeah, it's third overall pick. Randall's moving the ball. Everyone's moving the ball this year. So far, it's no excuses. You got to step up. 0 for 5 from 3. Most of them are quality looks. Still couldn't finish out the basket. If he just made those shots at the basket and knocked down those threes in this game, yeah, so he finished with like 21 points. He would have had freaking 30. That's the frustrating thing. He left 30 points out there. Five quality looks from 3. Quality looks at the basket. 2 he should have made. That's a frustrating thing. He would have had freaking 30 points tonight when you really think about it. But he didn't. They're just open looks. Oh, I'm not discrediting RJ. I thought he had some solid defensive possessions at the end of the game. And he hit his free throws. I'm just saying, like, there's still things he has to improve at. Still thinks. RJ moves like the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz in the half court. Oh, you're wrong for that, bro. Yo, Jay, you still in here, bro? Jay, you still in here? Angel says, I watched Stephon Marbury. He was a pass first point guard. He got a lot of big scores. He didn't affect the game. I heard Steve Francis was like that too, but I may be wrong. I didn't get to watch Steve Francis. I just saw his highlights. But I know Marbury was a lot of flair and flash. And there's oh yeah, I read that already. Yeah, I want RJ. I think RJ will be fine, but honeymoon phase over. If anyone wants to tune in and pop on the live stream, I could drop the link for you. Yo, Jalen Brunson's a beast, bro. He's a beast. Great passer, stepped up in clutch moments. He was unbelievable. He was unbelievable. Marbury's one of the worst Knicks point guards ever. He was told to stay away from the Knicks because his attitude and actions were so detrimental to the team. Yeah, I heard he had some attitude problems. Like he literally played like an and one mixtape player, balls life player. But I heard it didn't result in winning. But I think that those teams around him weren't good either, though. If I check here, let me see who's on those rosters. But I'll be real. I thought Brunson was a solid passer. I didn't think his passing was this good. Jalen Brunson, not Jalen Brunson, Stephon Marbury. Obviously, he's a Hall of Famer in China. Two-time All-Star with the Nets, Phoenix. All right, the 2004-05 Knicks. Yeah, let's look at his best statistical year scoring-wise. 2004-05 Knicks. Let's see who's on that roster. See what we got here. 2004-05 Knicks. This was the year I was born. Shandon Anderson. Trevor Ariza was there for like a second. Vin Baker. Jamison Brewer. This Anthony Hart. That's a Knicks thing. Allen Houston. Gotta respect H2O. Just couldn't stay healthy consistently. Kurt Thomas. Mike Sweetney. See, I actually feel bad for him, though. He went through a lot in his life, though. I don't think anyone talks about. Everyone talks about how big he got, but I heard about just some shit he really went through in his life. But yeah, that team is not that good. He was just a good scorer on a bad team, I feel like, then. But his highlights are fun to watch. I love watching New Jersey Nets highlights. All right, guys, I want your realistic score prediction versus the Bucks. And there's the link if anyone wants to join. I know he did more there, though, for basketball than just playing. I forgot what else he did. Who's your least? Oh, wait, I already know your least favorite Nick buzzer beat. I don't even have to ask you. Oh. Let me see what else is going on around the league. I did upload a video on the Hoop Addict today. The Jazz are up 101-96 on the Rockets. Yeah, let's go through these scores together. See what else is going on around the league, especially when it comes to these Eastern Conference teams. So 101-96 Jazz. Jabari Smith has 10 points, 8 rebounds. Jalen Green inefficient tonight. Kevin Porter Jr., I feel like they need more of a steady type of Trey Jones type of point guard for Jalen Green. When you have that type of high scoring guard. Jordan Clarkson's thriving in his role. Lauri Markkanen's off to a good start. Talon Horton Tucker, okay, boy. Lakers playing well. Yeah, let me see that game. Trailblazers is down to the Heat. Oh, Lakers Nuggets tied. I know the Jazz beat the Nuggets. That shocked me. But they're playing competitive this year. Anthony Davis is 16. He's been a beast defensively. It's just can he stay healthy this year? And I know Jokic tied Wilt Chamberlain when it comes to centers that have had triple double, something like that. Where's Michael Porter Jr.? Is he hurt already? Did he get hurt already? Cavs beat the Magic. How'd Paolo do? Probably the Jazz. He's out tonight. Probably the Jazz. The way they've responded. Or even the Spurs, the Hornets, the adversity they've had to overcome. But Walt Frazier and Mike Breen brought up a great point. It's not, you don't judge teams 5 games into the season or even 10 games into the season. Because last season we started off 5-1 or 6-1. The Celtics started off 2-5, something like that. Went to the NBA Finals. The Knicks missed the playoffs. The Wizards were 10-3 first 13 games, and they ended up winning 30-something games. Oh my gosh. Paolo Banchero, though, 29 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds, 10-19 from the field, 3-5 from 3. I think he's just going to run away Rookie of the Year. Benedict can maybe give him problems or fits if I don't see him starting. They still have Hield starting. Hopefully, had a good game. Donovan Mitchell struggled. Knicks fans are gonna have a huge agenda on that. Hawks beat Pistons. Sixers lost again. It's still early though. I think they'll be fine. I'm not saying they're going to win a championship, but they'll be fine. Bucks beat the Nets. What Ben Simmons do? I saw a viral clip of Kyrie yelling at Ben Simmons, "Shoot the ball," and I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate in my latest video on the Hoop Addict because I called Ben Simmons a mental midget, and he was again tonight. 4 points, took 7 shots, 9 assists, nearly fouled out again. No, oh my god. How ridiculous is Giannis? 43 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, 16 to 25 from the field. That's just ridiculous. That's unbelievable. Holy shit. How good is that dude? Oh, that's crazy. Bulls demolished Pacers. Timberwolves beat the Spurs. All right, this is gonna be my last score check. Sorry, guys. Yo, my man Jeremy Sohan played Keldon Johnson. I'm so glad I bought Keldon Johnson's rookie card. He's gonna be nice. McDermott, former Nick. Trey Jones been very solid for them. All right, let's see. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. If you guys have any questions, be free to drop them in the chat. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Really do. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go live when it's like really crazy games or something like that. But who impressed you the most tonight? Well, besides Brunson, and then who really disappointed you? Yo, what's going on, Drew? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just chilling right now because we just talked about the game for a good amount of time, but we can continue to talk about the game if you have any thoughts on it. But he says, "What's goody? Let's go Knicks. 3-1, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir." But Noah, can you explain the insane Bradley Beal contract? So I think the Wizards are 3-1 right now. I don't know how long that's gonna last. See if Porzingis can stay healthy and all that. The Wizards are stuck in a weird position that I don't think they have enough young talent or a very quality young player to build around if they just let Beal walk. Danny Avdija, he scares me offensively. Like he's not good offensively, scoring the rock. He's a decent passer, decent defender. But Johnny Davis hasn't been impressive so far. I know he's still young. Ruby Hachimura, his contract year, chance to prove himself. Corey Kispert, solid 3-point shooter. Gafford's okay. Like they don't have anything wow about them. And they're just like, we can't let this amazing player walk. The Wizards are just in desperation mode. They're like, we have to bring him back. He definitely is playing like an all-star. I think the only thing that holds back Shea from being an all-star is just like if the team doesn't win again. But yeah, Shea's amazing. Drew says, Noah, did you just say the Cardinals sin? We call him Tingus Pingus around here. He only gets to be called Porzingis again once he stays healthy for a full season. I think full season's a stretch, even for players that stay healthy. All right, we can call him. All right, I'll call him Tingus Pingus. But if he plays at least 72 games, no, how many games should it be? How many games should it be? That's even a lot, though. We hate on so like Randall's been really reliable for the Knicks, like health wise, especially since he like broke his foot his rookie year. He's Mr. Reliable. He stays healthy. Hopefully Bronson stays healthy. You meant Cardinal Sin. Cardinal Sin. But yeah, Bucks scaring me though. It's gonna be a tough game. Enjoy the W right now. Do you think we'll be good or worse? True. Saying as a positive or a negative? True. he's not coming back next game because he's still limited in practice. It depends how long he's out. If Reddish is playing really well, and let's say if Cam plays really well or plays decent, solid enough, and Grimes continues to be out like 2 more weeks, I have no idea how it's really gonna be. Because I think he's gonna be out for at least 1 more week or like 5 more games. Like I think this injury is a little worse than people think. And I've heard as well, like sore foots, depending on what it is, like more to it, you could be out for a lot of games. His leg, I meant, yes, his leg. In his first game of the season as a rookie. Yeah, the Nets look bad, but what are we, 4 or 5 games to the season? We'll see what happens. If I had to give a grade, let me know in the chat. If you had to give a grade for how Reddish has played so far throughout the season, what would you give it? I would give it maybe a B minus, C plus. I thought he played very well in that first game. After that, he's been doing his job. He's been decent. He's been contributing. He's had some ups. He's had some downs. Obviously, he had a key defensive play tonight, but then he also had a stupid turnover. You take the good, you take the bad with Reddish. But maybe a C plus, B minus. He's been solid. What does Cam have to do to take Fournier's spot? I have no idea. When you have Thibodeau as the coach, I don't know. Defense. Play like Kawhi on defense. That's the only way Tim's starting. No, but I think Cam's just gonna have to continue to stay engaged defensively, make smart plays, cut down on the turnovers, be more disciplined. It seems like so what are we? Yeah, we're 3-1. And three out of those 4 games, when he's checking the game, he's turned the ball over. He's turned the ball over. Like that's what Tibbs probably does not like at all. But the defense is the main thing. Because I think his shot selection's been fine. I don't think he's forcing anything. He actually looks mature this year. In my opinion, at least. Damn, Jalen Brunson was so freaking good tonight. I'm gonna have to buy a Brunson jersey, y'all. I'm gonna have to buy a Brunson jersey. Maybe I'll curse him though. Let's actually go through these highlights together. I'll pull up the highlights. We can go through the plays together. Should we react to the 7-minute one or the 9-minute one? Obviously, we all saw the game, but it's just cool to look back at it. Just how crazy and nuts this game was. Should we react to the 7-minute one or the 9-minute one? Yeah, I don't have much complaints about Tibbs, honestly. I really don't. He's a free agent. I don't know what he's doing right now. But Bearded Tibbs has been making adjustments and mixing and matching rotations. Oh, wait, we can react to the interviews together. Has any post-game interviews come out of the Knicks? What they say, maybe? Let's see. No, not yet. Must have been Tibbs anime redemption. All right. Oh wait, electric overtime finish.
There's a point at the end of a project when you realize.
All right, we'll watch the 7-minute one. Shout out to my man, nothing but Knicks. Knicks fan TV, all of them. Here's a 7-minute one. Don't want it to be too loud, so. Yeah, our ball movement is beautiful so far this season. Could you imagine what Grimes would look like with his ball movement?
They average 122 points a game.
All right.
Like last season, their problem is the defensive intensity.
I thought RJ was in for like 30-point night when he hit that. I was like, shit, and off the dribble pull up.
Struggled at it. And Smith coming the other way. The Hornets like to push as much as any team in the league. Oubre leans in and scores.
Smith, obviously, feline quickness.
And that first good year with Dallas. Brunson throws it up.
So easy. Too easy. The length, the athleticism.
Robinson with the flush. First several games. Brunson backs in, turns in the paint, scores again. Jalen Brunson 3. Randall stop. Oh, Euro stop.
Bro, when I saw that Euro step, I couldn't believe that shit, bro. Yo, what's going on, Heartstorm? How you doing, bro? How you doing, man? Just rewatching some key plays together. This game was nuts.
Tap from Julius Randle, and he lays it up and in.
Heartstorm, you could tune in if you want. I could drop the link for you. If you want, man. Hopefully there's no echo or anything because this is my first time doing the live from my laptop with this mic. So, yeah, don't mind my shit. Let me close that shit out. Cool. Are we good? Ooh. Makes me wonder if that was a leak that wasn't supposed to get out to the public. By the way, the NBA. Oh yeah, the source of that was trash though. Yeah, I don't even read anything into that. I could say the same thing about Derrick Rose when he was with the Bulls. It's all BS. But I do think we need someone besides Fournier when it comes to defense for the future to take the load off of RJ on defense. If I'm being real. Yo, my man, Heartstorm.
What's good, man? What's good? What's going on, dog?
Yo,
Hey,
how
let
are
me
you?
know if the sound is good, if it's like an echo or something right now. Is it sound all right?
It's all good on my
Good.
end.
All right, perfect, man. Good to see you, man. We got that much needed tough win. You know the Knicks will never make it easy. But I was watching from work. I'm like at work right now. I'm wrapping up, but I was watching, man, and appreciate all the support, man, on my videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, of
Appreciate you
course.
shouting me out too. And hey, man, 3-0 at home. I was actually watching a live stream from Chat Sports. I don't know if you ever check out Chat. They got their new Knicks channel, and they was hype, and I heard a lot of interesting stuff that I kind of would like to touch on one day. They were, just they're on the Jalen Brunson bandwagon right now, which I love. Jalen Brunson is he's solid. He's solid. He's even better than advertised. He's better than I thought he would be for us. But they're like, yo, Jalen Brunson is the best player on the Knicks right now, and he's gotta do this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm really ready to give him like best player on the Knicks because
Too early.
I feel like it's too early, and I just feel like he's got to be more two-way. Like Dennis Smith Jr. was cooking him at some points.
Yeah.
And it's like, like Dennis Smith Jr. was looking like he should have been our point guard in a couple of spots. Not the whole game, but a couple of spots. But I was like, yo, I'm good to see Dennis Smith Jr. got another shot in the league too. He's not like washed out because he's a guy that really does have talent. And, he should be playing in the league. But they're just, right now, the Hornets just a debilitated team with injuries and stuff like that. So, once LaMelo comes back, he ain't going to be playing like that. But it was a big win, man, 3-0 at the Garden. Everybody contributed. RJ, was solid. Julius struggled, but hit a big shot late, got a big rebound late. Mitch had 6 blocks. Like that's the type of effort we need to. Evan Fournier, struggled on defense a little bit late, but dropped 15 efficient like 15 or 17. Yeah. So he was a reason why we had the lead early. He's hitting shots, and I'm still not sold on Cam Reddish, but I just don't like Cam Reddish being the first guy off the bench, man. I still feel like Obi Toppin could be the first guy off the bench because I think Obi Toppin can play both forward positions. That's one of my biggest gripes about the lineup right now. And I don't know what's going to happen when Quinn Grimes comes back.
Yeah, I actually think I don't know what's going on with his foot because originally it was just like, oh, it's a sore foot, it's whatever. We're not going to play him in the preseason. We play him in the 4th game of preseason. He aggravates it. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? And then I hear that he's limited in practice. He's only shooting free throws. And I wonder if it's something behind the scenes that's worse because someone brought up in the chat to see if like plantar fasciitis or something like that. And
but you rarely see in basketball players. See it sometimes in football players. You rarely see it in basketball players.
Yeah, because I was going to upload a video and then I ended up doing a live stream before because I remember a player for the Jets, an offensive lineman who's like really big, got plantar fasciitis, and I'm like, that makes sense. He weighs a lot. There's probably a lot of pressure on his foot. And I look it up. It's like you get it when you're older too. So I don't know. I hope Grimes is all right. Reddish, yeah, he's going to make some very solid plays. Then he's going to make some boneheaded plays. Like, I've noticed 3 out of the 4 games when he's checked in, he's turned the ball over. Instantly, right away. But I have to give credit to him tonight. I actually thought he was one of the key reasons we won when Kelly Oubre picked up that tentacle. If it wasn't for Cam Reddish making that defensive play, knocking it off of him, that it wouldn't have been
you're right. It wouldn't have been. You're right about that.
Pretty big play. And I was also like, Kelly Oubre, so what are you doing? But there was just so many moments. I'm like, I remember Randall went to that fadeaway. RJ obviously was 0 for 5 from 3. He was open, but Randall took the fadeaway, missed it. PJ Washington, I feel like he kills us all the time. PJ Washington hit the 3, and also we didn't get anything going offensively. And then the Hornets drive down the lane. Mitch, I thought he had this monster block, and then they call a goaltend. I'm like, damn.
Oh, the goaltender, yeah.
Yeah, we're down 5 right now. Like, always against this Hornets team, we play no defense, and it's just close. But I got to give credit to the Hornets team. Without LaMelo, we know Terry Rozier always kills us. And they had no.
And he was out too, right?
Yeah, and
Scary Terry was out. LaMelo was out, and they competed. Yeah.
And you know who they beat last game? They beat the Hawks last game.
Yeah, with undermanned. So the Hornets. I'm actually going to be at the Hornets game this Saturday for the Hornets Warriors. Ooh. So I'll get to see Steph play. And I will be at the Hornets Knicks game when the Knicks come to town. There was only 2 Hornets games I got like on my schedule that I'm planning on checking out. But
you went.
But yeah, man.
Too, right?
Yeah, I went to both Knicks games. Yeah, I went to both Knicks games last year. Yeah. I went to when the Knicks came to play the Hawks when I lived in Atlanta. I went to Knicks games. Then I saw the Knicks playoff game that we lost. That Derrick Rose went off on not last season, the season before that. So yeah, whenever Knicks come to town, I'm in there. If they in my area, I'm there. But yeah, man, it was like they competed, and it's certain players that just get off on us. Like you said, the Hornets just do it. If Terry Rozier was there, they probably would have won. They just got it's weird that happens, man. As the Knicks, we like this, like Orlando, Terrence Ross is the Knicks killer. Terrence Ross be looking like the second coming to Reggie Miller when he plays against the Knicks. If he played against the Knicks every day, he'd be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and I wanted to bring something up. So obviously RJ hasn't been making his threes, but the thing I don't understand right now, like I don't really have anything against Tibbs so far this season. I think the rotations have been fine. Obviously the defense isn't great, but we know Fournier's a decent team defender. We're not expecting a lot from him. Brunson's gonna try, but he's also 6'1". Randall showing after RJ's looked a step slow. But the way we utilize RJ, especially after we paid him, like we just place him in the corner at times, and I don't really understand it. There's just plays that several plays he doesn't get the ball, and I'm like, yeah, RJ's not finishing at the basket, but not hitting shots. But how do you expect a player to get into rhythm if we're just treating him like Ray Allen from when he's with the Heat and not dunking anymore?
That was my problem watching Chat Sports live stream, and they're like, Jalen Brunson is the best player on his team. All right, why does RJ have the ball? Why is the offense running through RJ? RJ can facilitate. And one of my biggest gripes with the development of RJ so far in his career was they immediately took the ball out of his hands in his rookie season. Because remember, RJ's first few games, right? Mm-hmm. One thing he showed was he could facilitate. And I was like, I didn't know if we was going to go in the direction of trying to make RJ like a point forward. Yeah. I thought his development, now his handle is not that sure, but I thought that would have been his trajectory, especially at the time we had no point guard. And I was like, at that time, I'd rather RJ had the ball in his hand than Elfrid Payton. Yeah. So I was mad that we weren't running the offense through RJ then, because RJ was showing that he's great in the pick and roll. He definitely had that. He was building some chemistry with Mitch, and then they kind of just took the ball out of his hand. Well, Julius Randle took the ball out of his hands, and then became ipso facto the point forward. And now it's like RJ doesn't really get a chance to really have the ball unless he's going downhill. Like, as soon as he gets the ball, and I think he's been a little anxious. He's been forcing it this season, but it's just like when he gets the ball, he's driving to the basket. Like he's not playing in like the rhythm of the offense. He seems like the one player that's really just not in the rhythm of the offense. It's like when he gets the ball, he's got to be driving, and he's been forcing some of his layups, and the rest just aren't bailing him out. That's what happened to Julius this game. Julius got past PJ Washington many times. Remember, late in the game, he missed like 3 straight layups. Yeah. Beat him to the basket, but then his contact, he's not getting a foul.
Or how about that one play? Randall got the ball, he went to the basket. You could say it initially was supposed to be a foul, but then they called the foul because obviously they don't have the rule anymore that you can just foul them when they're going to the basket. So then they get like a free throw, and then they get a brand new possession as well. So that really hurt us. And I thought at first they were reviewing it as a flagrant because I thought Randall was getting a little frustrated, but the Knicks found a way to win. So it was really frustrating. Yeah. Buzzer Beater said in the chat, is somebody playing pickleball?
Is it loud where I'm at?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Walt Frazier said he used to suffer from plantar fasciitis when he was playing, or Drew says, good day for sports for me. My college won in a scrimmage against a JUCO college, 93-77. Knicks win and my Islanders win. Congratulations, man. And I don't really follow hockey like that. I don't really have a hockey team, but it is what it is. But I'm gonna head out. I have work tomorrow, but I appreciate Hardstorm Media for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to Hardstorm Media. To search up Hardstorm Media on YouTube. Just brings tons of great content. I appreciate you tuning in, man.
Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate it. Listen, man, great day, except for the Yankees losing in the playoffs, but it's a good day to be a New York fan. The Jets, shout out to the Jets who finally look good for the first time in forever. The Giants who look amazing for the first time in forever. And Knicks starting off 3-0 at the Garden, man. Can't ask for nothing more. It's hard to even keep up with this. You know what I mean? Like, as a content creator, I'm supposed to be doing a Giants video. I'm already took my notes and everything, and now the Knicks won. I'm at work. I want to get home and get on it, and it's hard, man, but I love it.
Yeah.
So salute, guys. Salute to the chat, everybody.
Have a great one, guys.
All right, take care.